Greetings everyone, my name is Etterville, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Mega Man Maker. In this weekly morning livestream, I'll be covering a combination of both Veersmith levels and a few other levels I found online, primarily focusing on the former for the next 90 minutes to 2 hours, while also discussing game-related topics. And afterwards, I'll be showcasing some of the art posted on the server. Glad to see you came, Jedok, Sunflora, Raccoon, Mike Gaming, Salty, and Popcorn Master 4567. For this weekend, I'm only going to be streaming today, so this morning I'm going to be streaming Maker Veersmith levels, and tonight I'm going to be streaming Tedley 11's level pack Mega Man Paradox Gem. They've been asking me to cover it for a while now and decided we're doing it. Hey Oscar. Alright, let's see what's on the itinerary today. First up is Network Seasoft by Jock74, 50 plays, score 22. I rearranged the levels a little bit so they're in better round-robin fashion, so that at least when we get one level done per every author. We shall see though. As I mentioned repeatedly, we're in the Twilight era of Maker, so I think the best levels we're going to see are... I have one good idea what the favorite level is going to be already, based off the author skill levels and effort and preferences, and Zoidberg. Now there's a series I need to watch again. Ooh boy. Ooh. As I mentioned, feel free to discuss game-related topics this week. Delta Rune Chapter 5 was released a few days ago, so please no spoilers here though. Wait at least a week. Well, wait at least a week and a half because most people are probably going to be playing it over the weekend. And need more time to digest everything that's happening. Base Supremacy! Ah, shoot. I should have rushed forwards. Instead I ate 21 damage. Try my best not to waste the E-Tank. If only anything dropped a life pickup. Thank you! Now I can't get one shot by any enemy. Huh? What's happening? We cracked the glass? True that, Oscar. Fuse man, we're running the network. Oh, I jumped too high. Yeah, I heard about that, Oscar, about the Fortnite thing. Probably won't be covering it here because I don't really play Fortnite. And, well, other reasons. I may discuss that a little though, but we'll see. Come on, let's break through the network wall. This time it's actually guarded. That point and running. Oh, there's the firewall. Only broke through the network. GG. That's the opposite of what I expected. Round 2. Sure, make the weakness easier to use. Tendi's last level pack was surprisingly better than what I expected, so I'm actually somewhat looking forward to Paradox Gem tonight. Well, it's a solid standard level we get from Jedok. It's suited for an intermediate skill level in regards to Maker. The things that were used here, things being the gimmicks, enemies, mechanics, were enjoyable, but for someone who's played several thousand levels, it kind of wears 10 when I say it's merely just enjoyable. Sorry to put you on the spot here, Jedok, but it's like a common trend where nothing is really iterated on to a quite sufficient degree. It's a rompy, enjoyable level, sure, but sometimes, especially after you play through a lot of stuff, you want something more than rompy. Like this would be like in the mid tiers of Magville 2 or 3. Second up is Infected Nightmare Fight by Oscar. 86 plays, score 36. It's a non-arcade level. It's directly based off of Mega Man this time, I think. I don't care. I have a shotgun. It's good against living things. Oh. I thought this was actually from X. That's why I got a bit confused when I first saw it. I didn't think this was from the guy Infection AU. I'm thinking most people know about it. I didn't realize it either. That was a little bit too short. let me do one more level by you, then I'll move on to Zimmy Rocker's level. Number 3 up is CD Connection Arcade, simple level. 22 play, score 5. Such is a thing of not... I see. Okay. Those are the top 2 rows. That's it. Yeah, we are Oscar. Unfortunately for this kind of series, we're not gonna get as many people unless we get lucky or there's some major event happening. Or the levels really stand out from the crowd, but I'm afraid I don't think we're gonna see it. We may actually get more people tonight. And in regards to the guy in Infection AU, and not recognizing it initially, such is the dilemma when having to... Such is the dilemma in our current media climate with how many series, fan works, AUs that are being developed and produced for on a day-to-day basis. I can't keep track of them all. We have 6 watchers on YouTube, 2 on Twitch. Yeah, this level is a whole lot of it's my similar criticism for most of Oscar's levels. At least it didn't stay on for too long. Born up is Mega Man, in fact, rebranded Pressure Man by Rocker453, 51 plays, score 21, aka Zimmy Rocker. Mega Man, in fact, rebranded. What? Yeah, I do wish there was more people watching the stream, but... Okay. Can I actually switch characters at all? The moment I do, I get insta-gibbed. I'm just grabbing a C-Tank just in case. Anchor's the boss. Maybe if I was streaming Mega Man Challenger from the future, it'd be a different thing. But I decided to move that to next week because I need to do some housekeeping. Literally and figuratively. Anything else you want to discuss during the stream? Anything. That isn't just Mega Man. Like, if there's not that many levels here or anywhere today, I may even just decide to close off the level part after 1 hour. Like, there's no need to overextend the length of the stream more than it needs to be. Spit route, nice. Oh no. Nitro, can you get down, please? Thanks. Because that block is off screen, it's kind of messing with what's considered to be solid. I think this fight needs some debugging. I don't think this is the way they intended the fight to go. Nitro, get down, please. Especially when he decides to only do one round. Or one part of the cycle before traveling up the wall. One more, please. And yeah, this boss fight is borked. Either due to an update or due to an oversight. Thank you. Hey, door back. Here, door. Welcome to stream, door and Teddy. Well, good thing we don't need to worry about the flickering anymore. Well, hopefully the rest of the stage isn't as borked. Hey Sylph, we seem to have a smaller crowd today. No checkpoint? Tried that once before, didn't work. Oh, hey Sparky. I see we're playing a game of Limbo. I don't even need to slide, it's just stand. So much for this fight's difficulty. It's like mid-boss tier. So, for a stage called Pressure, I expected more crushing dangers. Like, more blocks falling from the heavens to crush you. So we get the perfect freeze after beating the boss of what is apparently the fire stage, the fire and molten metal stage. Of course, the boss of that was Pump Man, so sure. I'm trying to figure out how to piece it all together. We have a fire slash molten. The stage title implies it's going to be focused on high pressure environments, perhaps crushing. The actual stage focuses more on fire and magma and molten metal, and the boss fight is water, and the weapon we get is ice type. I don't know, this stage felt rather unpolished and unbalanced too. Yeah, don't talk about Deltarune Chapter 5 here. It's only been 3 days since the release, give or take, and it's the first weekend, so most people are going to be playing it now. Don't spoil it for them. We can talk about it in about a week and a half. I guess Freezer Burns, but... Oh yeah, also the Steam Summer Sale is ongoing. I already know what games I want to purchase, but... you know, the difficulty is parsing through it as usual, and getting enough time to stream many of them. And no, I'm not taking recommendations right now. Already I have a little bit too much on the plate that needs to be either edited or played through. Let alone, for example, the Let's Try samples and what have you. And no, before you ask, I'm not buying Spark 3 yet. I haven't finished Spark 2. As for Freedom Planet 2 and Chrono Gear, let me think. Oh, I'm sorry, Dor. Good luck with that. Keep up the good fight, I suppose. Fifth up is Shnee Palace 3, Chapel Cistern by Sunflower Azumarill, 15 plays and a score of 6. With the way Deltarune is structured, I prefer to play on a chapter-by-chapter basis. I treat it as the yearly new season. I treat it as the yearly or not so yearly new release of a season of a TV series, or a new movie, I guess. Movie in a series. You can wait for You can wait for the final chapter to be released, sure, but I just feel that I prefer to experience it more piecemeal in a chapter-by-chapter basis because it allows more time to digest what we learned between each chapter, between each chapter, and also allows for a lot more theory crafting and fan art. Fan works and theory crafting, I mean. It's the same reason why... It's a similar reason why I much prefer having, It's the same reason why I much prefer having for a series I prefer having weekly releases or semi-weekly releases instead of it just being like the entire season comes out in one chunk. That way there's more time to process everything and more time to discuss the individual episodes. Like, I prefer like weekly releases instead of the batches, but for games, yes, I do realize it's a little bit different. Please know the gap between episode or chapter 2 and chapters 3 and 4 was already what was it? 4 years or something? Oh, I was wondering why wasn't that moving? Excuse me? What pushed me off? I'm gonna say it's gonna take 6 to 8 hours. Hey, Paul. As for the streams for Deltarune and Undertale, what I'm probably gonna do is first do Undertale, because why not? I should probably do that. And then a mixture of Deltarune Really? That really looks Scream Secret to me. And then, a mixture of Deltarune and Undertale Yellow. Will I cover other Undertale and Deltarune fan games? Yeah. Well, one of which is Delta Traveler. Oh! There's a bit of a gap between it moving and... There's a bit of a gap where it was falling. Oh, no. Seriously? I wanted to move to the right, but it froze me. How long would you say to take from the beginning of the game to chapter 5? Calculating. I would say about 12 to 15 hours. More if you're not as good at the game, especially with some of the secrets. Oh, I see something. You aren't hiding that from me. I just noticed that ladder up there. And nothing's there. Whoops. Maybe I should have played as Mega Man. Okay, this time hold right. And if the jump fails to execute far enough, thanks. Welcome to the hardest part of the stage. Grass or crush at the ladder. Okay. Right, that block is a bit... that looks fragile. Oh, wait, that part? I thought it was gonna blow up the left side. Sure. Spike guard. Would have been really handy the last 3 times I've been here. Alright, take 4. Hold right. Jump as high as possible this time. And get out. Oh, thank goodness. I don't need to repeat that section, umpteenth. Yeah, we call that modding. This looks like a job for the Marine. Oh gosh, it doesn't actually slow down the enemies though. Hey Buster. Just the usual. I knew this looked off because it was off-colored. Wrong way. And we're out. Yeah, I think this would be better if I was playing as any character who had a projectile as the main weapon. This isn't Roll's day. Lol. I'll take that. Thank you, game. Welcome to the mansion part. Snowflake. Well, it is called Snow Palace. Hey, Manubi. Am I missing something here? I see it. I need a totem pollen. The ladder was being obscured by the timer. And I got to do this again. Yay. One more, one more. It didn't help that it has the same color scheme as the rest of the environment. Nice waterfalls. I can even see the glass murals in the background. I mean, not glass murals, the painted glass in the background. I do, Sylve. Yeah, we can reset the room, we just need to use a tango jump to get out of it. Of course, you're out, you're kind of forced to do a, jump, please. Well, I got 4 more with me, so it's fine. If I do run out, though, I am forced to do a quick reset to the last checkpoint. Never forget that, man. Whoops. Oh well. SDC. I misread that first as SOC or SOD and I was getting confused. Gray painted murals. Oh, Gamma Riser. No, it's not Gamma Riser, it's, the Schnee Machine or something. Ow. Magnetize me up, please. And fail completely. Oh boy. Yes! Did I just destroy the enemy that creates the... I did. Alright, now for, that was the legs, now for the face. Oh, tanks! Give me healing items. One more. Thanks. As a matter of fact, that was actually a weakness. So much for the machine. But the stage isn't over yet. Now it is. Thanks, Splash Woman. I thought there was gonna be a second phase where we fight the body. I thought we were gonna fight the leg. I thought we were gonna fight the legs, the torso, then the head, but I guess it's only the legs and the head. Yeah, I know I made the first part of the stage where I died 3 times look harder than it actually is. Still, to me, that was the hardest part. It really helps. The stage becomes much easier if you're playing as someone else. Or you have Spike Guard. I have a feeling that the full game of Deltarune from start to finish will take about 18 to 20 hours to beat. Not assuming you go for 100% on one of the routes. Whatever 100% is. So I'll just safely say, if you want to do it at a comfortable rate, about 18 to 20 hours. I would say 20. Like, we don't know when the final chapter is going to be released anyways. We know chapter 6 is going to be released sometime in 2027. But chapter 7, no clue. Who knows? It may just be a super long chapter in its own right. And we have no idea about an epilogue. Well, as it stands right now, this is the only stage that really stood out to me, so it's the honorable mention. I mean, it's the favorite one. That, or there may be much more content involved. And there may be an epilogue. And who knows what else. I can't go into more due to spoilers. I know fans level will technically be next, but I want to do a few other levels first. Sixth up is Pick the Right Treasure... excuse me. Sixth up is Pick the Right Treasure Chest by Jenox74. 24 plays, score of 5. This is like Pick a Pipe from Mario. I guess kind of, but I can actually... I guess kind of, but I have the means of mitigating it. Huh. There's more. If I take any point of damage, I am dead. I am forced to reset. Oh. I do check in between rooms, so it's fine. Now it's life energy based. You know, when it's life energy based, the stage becomes easier. Back down to 1. Ooh. Okay. Interesting. We gotta find the green key. But in order to get it, I need to be at some sort of life energy threshold. Oh, no. Ow. I'm down. Maybe. Uber chain is? We don't have Uber chain. I don't understand, Genok. If I had Uber chain, sure, it'd be cheating, but I don't have it here. Unless they're thinking of another stage. Don't shoot the middle one. Oh, no, back up. At least these never despawn. I knew it couldn't be this one. I win. Essentially, for this boss fight, I need to get all the life pickups in order for the block to be crushed. If I don't, I basically need to reset. This stage's difficulty curve was weird. The first section, where I had to be careful to get all the life pickups, was the harder part. Then it became easier with the weapon pickup section, because as long as you didn't use item tree, you could take as much damage as you wanted, assuming you didn't just die. And the boss fight gets appropriately difficult again, so it's a U-shaped difficulty curve. And thank you for having a checkpoint after every section. I wouldn't use Super Chain for this because that's a little bit too easy to break. Or rather, make the stage easier than expected, do some tricks. Okay, I'm gonna do some most popular queue levels, take a short pause, and then we'll do fans level. I think I'll end off the stream a bit earlier today, but only because there aren't really that many, because there's only really one level that stood out to me, and I doubt we're gonna get some more interesting stuff today. Reminder that I'll be Oh, fans' messages may be hidden on YouTube. I want to say this. Mind you, I'll also be streaming in the evening for a level pack, so note that. Oh, Nuclear also has a level, I'll do it after this. Yeah, unfortunately, unless you ring the bell icon, YouTube will not necessarily alert you for every live stream or video I post. It does an algorithm check to see how much you actually watch my videos, and based off of that, it'll determine whether it should inform you or not. This is why I say please join my Discord server, as I regularly alert you to streams. Again, I emphasize that even if you don't participate in the server, at least join us so you get the notification when I stream. 7th up is Kamigoro Shaft by Ballad. 99 plays and a score 50. At an E, it becomes Ballade. Well, so much for trying to be a bit smooth. I was 2 or 4 pixels off. Stream or video would work. I'd appreciate it though, it'd boost the view metrics. But you do you. And if you're gonna binge watch something, please binge watch my pre-recorded videos or the video edits. Oh, this is turning to Wily Tree Stage 1. Mega Man 3 Wily 1 to be specific. With the level structure. Also, do we really need this many beat savers and spike guards? I know I fell into one thing, but that was more my fault. I get wanting to make the stage a little bit more tolerable, making the stage more tolerable for non-skilled players, But the stage itself isn't really that tough, is it? Trying to find a proper weapon. 8 missile for my efforts. This feels like some minor to moderate modifications of Mega Man 3's Wily 1. Stuff like this feels like moderate to major because of the functionally different way you're going through the level. Other times, could do with some more changes. I do appreciate they get the spike guards, but I don't think we need this many. Again, do we really need it? Alright. Here's the Kamigoro shaft. I mean, it is accurate, sure, but only for the ending part. Ow. I should have slid there. See, one spike guard's nice, we didn't need that many per the stage, I'd say. One more. Thank you. Oops, mostly Mega Man 3. A-dub is Tank Brigade in the Rain version 2 by Nuclear Stomp, 19 play, score 3. We can only carry up to 3 beats. Kind of lame. So, back to Super Mario Bros. 3. Back to me getting my butt kicked. I had to restart here because there's no checkpoint before the boss fight. I mean, there's no checkpoint until the boss fight. And as you can see, life pickups are disabled. And my only offensive tool is the Scorch Wheel. Well, and the water weapon. Water weapon as in salt water. Well, with careful positioning, I can destroy those air enemies. Not the weapon I'd like to be using here, though. Not gonna lie. I like how they're placed in a way where if I get close enough to them, I can destroy them. And the Scorch Wheel is powerful enough to 1 or 2 shot most enemies. Oh good, we get a Yoshishi before we fight the boss. And the Buster. You know, considering everything else I went through, I'm gonna fight him just with the Scorch Wheel. Got him! Once I got the hang... Really, this shows how I can use the Scorch Wheel more, clever ways. But this is not the weapon I need to use here. And I didn't use the Salt Water either because of the not as much ammo efficiency. It was a quieter week, Buster. Oh, shoot. Are they okay? In this engine, Scorch Wheel isn't necessarily a bad weapon, it's just outclassed by most other ones. Namely the ones in its own category. How serious was the car accident? If you're okay with sharing that. The car got totaled. Oh, darn. Well, as long as they're okay in stable condition, I'll treat that as a major plus. Ninth up is Boss Concept by Slow Cool Bounds. 47 plays, score 20. Okay. Double damage, so it bounces out that way. I get that staying up close and personal is the better way to DPS them down, but I was perfectly fine with staying on the bottom left one, so I get what you're trying to do with the fight, but it's less dynamic than the original one, so I'd actually take fighting him in a square or rectangular arena over this. Maybe if there was another enemy who kept spawning in from the left side or bottom that forced me to shift my direction, maybe. As it stands right now, it doesn't really work. The second Crash platform is more for experienced players who want to play it more risky. Well, experienced and / more daring. Okay. Let's see. Car got hit in the engine by another car, and engine in front left wheel. Now I'm in displays with crushed. Okay. Oh, he should get his head checked though. Subtle head injuries or subtle head injuries and concussions can balloon into much more serious medical events later. Okay, I'm gonna do this level, take a short pause, and then I'll do fans level. Tenth up is Glacial Sea by player name The Sequel. 58 plays, score 27. Speeding like hell. Oh yeah, Europe's suffering from a serious heat wave. Not fun. Understatement of the year. Decade. Oh, that's wonderful. As long as you can get some sort of demo out for Sage 2026, I'll say that you've already succeeded in a major front. Well, being able to get a demo done alone in this year would be a major success. Getting it to Sage would just be another success on top of that. Again, as much as I like covering the demos and full releases of multiple Mega Man fan games, the audience we usually appeal to, the audience that I'm part of, or fan game creators usually appeal to, is other Mega Man fans who are already very dedicated and in the know about Mega Man fan games usually. So it ends up with kind of a biased perspective. When you have it featured in things like Sage, though, you end up showcasing it to a broader perspective, or broader audience who may not have the same, who likely don't have the same experiences as the ones that are usually advertised to, so because it is a different perspective, different problems can actually be identified, potentially. Like, if you can make it, let me put it this way. If you are able to make just one level for a demo, that should be good enough. Or heck, even a proof of concept if you really want to push it. Like, I know Mega Man will probably be there, DOS Remake, very likely. Like, all I know is that DOS Remake, Viral Nightmare, and probably 2 other Mega Man fan game demos will be featured there. Then 1 is good enough, Buster. Heck, I've seen demos of games that only feature 1 level during Sage, which are showcase far less. Yep, okay. 1 level's fair for a demo, though. What I would have preferred, well, I usually say I always prefer 2, but if the game's short enough, it doesn't make sense, plus, you know, time constraints, so 1 will do. That's why we call it Mega Man F. But yeah, like last time, I will try at the very least sampling most, if not all, of the Mega Man content submitted to Sage 2026. I already have a good hunch of 2 of them, I don't know what the other 2 are, and there's probably going to be some guesses there. Surprises. Alright, be right back. I have returned. Alright, catching up on chat. Alright, it's wonderful. We got the tactical pizza. The tacti pizza. Nom nom. Well, the closest spiritual successor to Dong's would be square root of -1. And then after that, Magmal. Mega Man 42 2! Well, Mega Man 43. We already got a Mega Man 64 as well. Alright. 11th up is Zelda Forest Temple by I Will Win, aka Fan. 17th place, score 4. This has NSF replacements. Due to inspiration, this is an exploration/puzzles level. It may take longer than 10 to 15 minutes. There's 1 purple key which unlocks the boss room, 5 blue keys which act as small keys, 4 pink keys that unlock the elevator for the final chamber, and 5 orange keys that act like skulltulas. If I get all 5, I'll get some extra goodies. Alright, gonna be silent for the first minute or two. Okay. I'm guessing this is like the mini Zelda dungeon. We already had the Stalfos fight. Got it. Green key get. What is up here though? I forget, what was the blue keys for? I should have that always on the time. Alright, copy paste. Fan is also typing in internal chat. Okay, I'll see it every few minutes or so. Okay, 5 are the small keys. Okay, blue keys are small keys. 4 is the elevator. 5 is the gold. Orange is gold scotula. And purple is the final boss room. This whole let me guess, this whole place is the dungeon. What am I saying? And the Yamato Spear is the key item. How do you know this is based off the Link to the Past? Like, I know the song is from A Link to the Past, but still. For a moment there I was worried I got myself soft locked. No, there's a way back. No, okay. Angry Guardian should replace Mega Man 4 Wily, not 4. Maybe I can change it now, let me see. You duplicate it. I don't know if it dynamically loads it in at the time, so we shall see. I don't want to restart the level, so we'll see if it actually fixes it. Alright, this allows me to backtrack. Back down to the bottom, okay. Well, at least now I know I'm not supposed to go further here until I get some more small keys. This is based off Ocarina's Forest Temple. Ocarina of Time. Alright, next stop, this room. One way only. If only I had Yamato. I just noticed this. Nice. Like a potion. Noted. Once I get a projectile weapon, go for that. It's not like a Metroidvania, so I don't necessarily need a dungeon map. It being in 2D, it being completely in 2D also helps. I'll get back and check what's below there in a moment. As a matter of fact, I get to do it now. Where does this take me? Really? I didn't even get the weapon. Alright. Let's do the time warp again. Right. FIFA World Cup and all that. Ah, shoot. I fell for it. Insert fell for the word. I still have my E-tank, so it's fine. Okay, what's down here? Oh, there's the gold scotula. Well, looks like I have to do this section again. I got the small key though. I'm gonna have to come back here anyways after the Yamato Spear, so I am not worried too much. Was there anything here I could have gotten, or am I missing? No, we did this already. Well, I guess we're returning to the right side. Excuse me, not in here. Take the shortcut. Hi, Deadly. You saw the announcement. You spotted the announcement, responded to it. I responded to it. Your level packs tonight. Wait, I know I can magnetize it, so what if... What's down here? Oh! One of those special keys now. Perhaps now I'll get the spear? I'm being taunted by all the keys. Yeah, mid-boss. I'm guessing it's working, fan, with the NSF replacement now. I know I said mid-boss, but the team here playing is the boss team from A Link to the Past. Thanks? What is green used for again? Oh, it wasn't mentioned. There's a okay, there's a second phase. But this is where I get the arrow. The spear, whatever. Oh no. E-tank. Well, just like most other Zelda dungeons, once you get the key item, it changes how you approach the. It really changes how you approach the level and opens up all the remaining things that you were missing. In other words, I can now fully complete this dungeon. Like, it recontextualizes, especially with the later Zelda games, it recontextualizes, quote-unquote recontextualizes how you approach the dungeon and opens up all the new pathways and old pathways you've seen before. Do they want me to damage tank that? Like, how do I push it to the right? Like, I'm not sure how to do it otherwise. Okay, first time I've seen for... This is the first time I've seen in a Metroidvania level you have forced damage boosting. Like, what? This is the first time I've seen in a Zelda-like level where you have forced damage boosting. Well, I know. It's via the spike guard, so I don't actually take damage, but the taught's still there. Yep, I gotta use a spike guard according to Fan. Now let me see if I forgot something here and I'll move forward. Yeah, I did. Didn't I? And thank you for doing so, Tedley. I will say this is one of the only 2 or 3 notable levels of this episode. The rest are kind of bleh. Got it. The way back. This is the shortcut to this room. Thank you for having a central hub area that gradually opens up and makes it easy to get back to individual rooms. Sometimes the other side of the same room, but it works. That's a nicely thought out design, fan. It's a way to have like those big rooms with different doors. Leaves me back here. Can't do anything about that right now. Here's going fairly well. Just going through a more Zelda-esque level now. Now let me think, what did I miss earlier? There was that chest. Which, sure, fine. Oh, that's neat. In this time and place, unorthodox levels are pretty cool too. Forcing it to use this. Thanks for the damage boosting, friends and enemies. Nope. As funny as that would be. No, I needed that. I couldn't see far enough down. Nor could I react fast enough. Where's this? No. I've been here before. Yeah, it's really just one way. Like, there's no point going back to that room. Step right up and try again. Got it. Or I could have done it from the other side too. Drat. Like, I need to see where that connects to now. So, okay, backtrack again. Step right up and backtrack once more. This directly reminds me of how I play many Zelda games on stream. Especially with how much backtracking is involved. Yet I'm still missing the 3 keys necessary to open the final elevator. Where could they be? Probably one in this particular room too, if I went the other way. Ow. I undershot it. Hopefully that doesn't come to bite me later. Rated D for everyone. Okay, that was worth it. Okay, now we're totally done with this part of the... We're totally done with this room. Let's leave now, I hope. Been there, done that. Now, where can I use a blue key again? Good point. How did I get to that teleporter? That's the bottom of that room. Just want to make sure I didn't accidentally skip something by mistake. Water section on the other side. Nope, I didn't skip anything. Thumbs up. If this is not it, I probably need to travel directly straight out. Because this tells me I have one regular key. What is the special one I need? Purple key is the one that unlocks the boss room. It's funny how I found the boss key before, you know, the other things. Right, there was that room where instead of spreading out, I should just go to the right. Not this one, I think. Was it in the wooded area? Yes. This time, travel straight to the right. Really, game? I mashed slide. I've about the same things as before, so nothing really lost, I think. Just to make sure, I want to check something. I didn't lose anything. Yeah, and there is this block here, and more stuff up there, which is a bit fishy. Right, there it is. I knew there had to be something more here. Not quite it. Needs to be made a little bit closer. And it still despawns because of that. Okay, redo this room. Overextend the slide. But now I know exactly what I need to do. I really wish my main weapon was a flame sword instead of the thunder claw. It's nice, but in this close quarters combat, the wait time causes some issues. Hang on. Do I need to drop the block when it's under it? Yeah, well, I'll do weapon swap it out now. Perfect. 2 down, 2 left to go. I should follow it down, shouldn't I? Do I? Not necessarily. Okay, I do need some help there to get the blue key. There's gotta be a faster way to get down there. Because I end up accidentally despawning it. See the problem? Because I want the block over here. Can I do it from this end? No, because it despawns the block. And fan, it keeps saying you're trying to type a message, it gets deleted or something. Okay, that worked now this time. Thank you, Tedley. Why can't I knock this to the left? Like, I need this to be knocked to the left if I want to get this key. Is this level up pile driver? Let me check. Nope, these are the 4 weapons I'll get. Before continuing on, I want to do one last check of something, the earlier areas, just to make sure I didn't miss anything else silly. I know there's something more that can be on the right end, so I'm gonna go to there next, I guess. But I need 2 blue keys in order to get forward, so I'm a bit confused. Okay, so there's a bug with Maker where the blocks just stop working. The way to fix this is to reset the checkpoint. So yeah, I had the right idea, it's just the game bugged out. Fan is currently DMing me with some of the things. This is what I wanted to do. So yes, this has been a Maker moment. And because it's considered a hard block or medium heavy block, it remembers the position it was at. So that was the solution all along. I had the right idea, the game just bugged out. I want to make it very clear, I have all the weapons I can get in this stage. Only things left I need to do is get the 2 special keys. I don't know if it's constructed poorly, it's in a case where it got borked by the engine. I appreciate some of the loop arounds, but I don't know. I'll still take this over most of the levels I cover on a regular basis. Like, this has an effort of making a more complicated structure, which even if it's kind of rough in a few places and the teleportation could be a bit better, fast travels, I get the vision here, and it's much more ambitious than most things I do. Like, the only other level in this episode which I consider to be as memorable would be Sunfloras, but I know about them already. Either I need to get that to the bottom, or get up there. Luckily, there's an easy way to reset this room. I just need one block, so let me do the reverse idea. Thank you for cooperating, Yamasi. Oh. This presents a different problem. This goes too far now. If I send it here, well... maybe the solution is just knock one of them to the left. And knock the other one to the right. Yeah, I was overtaking the puzzle. I thought I had to move that upper block to the bottom layer. No. Two Vuis camping out downstairs. All right. Spike fall. No, never mind. Oh, oh, oh. Where are we now? Gray? Oh. Oh. That's how you're supposed to access this area. I thought it was... I did it the other way. I thought... I didn't even go here, but I still got that thing. The key. I thought there was some sort of secret ladder I missed. No, I just needed to wait. One more. And of course this leads here. That's understandable. Hey kitty. Hello, unfortunate placement of kitty. And that's number 4. I am missing one gold Skulltula, wherever that is, but I don't care enough to go for it, I guess. Unless it's in the final elevator. Yep. It was in the final elevator. We're fine. Me? It was one per room, I guess. Oops. Wrong way. That's just the way back. Now, how do I get up there? Does this rotate the room? Oh, does this rotate the room? I get it now. It does, only in two configurations though. Only time we've seen this gimmick in the stage, sad we didn't see more of it, that would've been neat. Alright, boss time, Shade Man. The master of this forest dungeon. Temple. Well, this follows Zelda convention. Yes. Oh boy, you said this level was gonna take about 10-15 minutes. That was an obvious lie. Well, you did say, well, not a lie, you said it might take longer than 10 minutes. Well, I guess 45 minutes is longer than 10 minutes, so that's not a lie. But yeah, Zelda dungeons can take longer, especially if you don't have a map and you have to figure out how everything connects with each other. Oh, that's how I got the purple key. The rotation was used before. I guess I wanted to see it in more places than that. The music choices were neat. I think this is one of those things where it's kind of difficult because I don't play as many Zelda games. This does feel like a translation of a Zelda dungeon into a Mega Man format, and despite the issues with some of the roughness and fast travel points and some engine bugs, I think it worked out more than it didn't. Honestly, I thought it'd be downvoted more, but eh. Honorable mention. And this is a good point to end off the episode, I'd say. So, of the 11 levels I covered in today's morning stream, my favorite one would be Shinee Palace 3 by Sunflower Zimmerel, and an honorable mention going to the Zelda Forest Temple 2 fan. Good job, you two. Other levels were fine, okay, but they didn't really tickle my fancy. It's one of those weeks where most of the levels are kind of forgettable. Rompy, enjoyable, but in the end, unforgettable. And what didn't help matters is we didn't really have any other discussions other than 2 other minor topics. 3. Happy birthday, Mike Gaming! So this concludes the level showcase, but before I end off the stream, it is time for the art showcase. Artwork of Infected Nightmare. Oh, cool. The guy nightmares are also infected now. Can they get infected again? Imagine multiple infection AUs cross over each other and the infections stack up on each other. Hello, Tiny Sylph. Pac-Man versus Bigfoot. Okay. I was gonna say the scaling looks a bit off. Like, is that a smaller version or is Pac-Man big? No, it's just a matter of perspective. That just looks more accurate. I thought he'd boing bounce onto the cockpit. Roll in a trusty drying pan. Being assisted by Beat, of course. Where's the super toaster though? And the broom. More artwork of Guy Infection AU. Tails be like, me IRL. It looks like this house is kind of blushing too. I know it's not blushing. Chip doing his best to restore the damage. Repair the damage. Ooh, Rouge has seen better days. As well as Vector. Dr. Robotnik / Eggman / Baldy McNose here trying to find a cure. Boo. You're not King Boom Boo. Tap but better. Sonic and Empire City. Day. Ooh, okay. We had some decent art. Now we have a more detailed pixel art from a newbie. Which trainee? Complete with a full turnaround too. Nice. This feels like this wouldn't be out of place in something in the Game Boy Color. Yeah, you should be labeled with the artist role. There you go. Chip when he doesn't get his chocolate chip ice cream. In any case, this concludes the art showcase and subsequently the stream. Thank you to everyone who either submitted their levels, submitted their art, or simply participated in chat. It's thanks to your continued support why I continue to produce new videos and streams for the channels. It is really appreciated. So, if you're enjoying this or any other content on the channel, please rate, comment, favorite, and or subscribe, as they all help them out. Don't forget to follow me on Blue Sky and Mastodon as well, and join the Discord server, as I regularly post updates there, as well as alert you to the nearby live streams. In any case, well then, thanks for watching, and I'll hope to see you all in about 6.5